An air fryer in my house, and I'm gonna very soon have that product at my house. There are different types of cooking, right? When I got time and I wanna use my little skillet, I use my skillet, but my son discovered how great air fryers cook chicken tenders.
Oh, absolutely.
He does it himself. It is amazing. You get that crispy, crunchy taste and texture like it was deep fried, but you get it in a fraction of the time with none of the oil. You can cook in here, bake in here, you could do a whole chicken in here. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do, because this is the larger capacity.
Right.
This is, in my opinion, and I know a lot about serving people. I used to cater parties and weddings of 150 people for years and years. This is the capacity that's perfect for you, okay? Because you can do larger meals and you can do smaller meals. The nice thing is that if you're doing like a chicken or a turkey breast or whatever, the fat and goo that you don't want,
watch this,
you can skim out because it stays on the bottom.
And you don't have to skim anything, I just pour.
Yeah,
you know, I
yeah.
mean, so here's the deal. Air frying is my favorite way to feed my family. I have 4 teenage boys. People used to say, oh, they must eat a lot. Well, now they do. They didn't used to. So I've totally had to redo how I work with my family and feed my family. And what I like about this Dash air fryer is that it is family size, so that I can do an entire chicken. I can do an entire chicken without having to plan advance for a rotisserie, without having to heat up my oven. But look at that crispy crunch on the outside. I am digging right into the skin because I want to show you that that is the crispy crunchy that normally you would think you'd have to slow roast in the oven for. It's amazing. Yeah. But you can do with an air fryer. But what really matters about air frying is that not only do you get this crispy crunch on the outside, but then you also get the sweet juiciness on the inside, because the air fryer actually seals in the juices so that you are getting the perfect way to roast your meat. Now, that makes the cooking process easy. The end result is great. As you're actually doing it, you are utilizing the hot air, where in other methods of cooking, you might need oil. See how there's little mesh on this basket? You know, there's little holes. That allows the air to circulate around and crisp your food. Now, in this case, we're just cooking the chicken, but think about chicken tenders. Think about your fried fish. Think about anything you would have normally submerged in oil. Now the air makes it crispy crunchy so that you don't have to use the oil. Now, air, I think we all know, is much better for us than oil. So therefore, we are able to get that crisp and crunch without adding the extra fat and calories. You saw me pour off the extra fats and juice of the chicken. Same concept. We're not cooking in oil, we're actually removing oil. All right, let's have a contest. Wow. Oh, I think you're gonna win this one because my fingers are burning. These are hot. These are the mozzarella sticks done without a drop of oil. But here's where, to me, air frying and cheese is the most amazing combination. This is even circulation of air. Now, think about what happens. Pretend we put our cheese stick on a baking tray in the oven, right? This is how it comes out, isn't it? It's always flat. Right. It flattens out on the bottom. The cheese usually blows out the end. It isn't perfectly crisp. It's brown on one, it's raw on the other. The difference about when you do it in the air fryer is it is perfectly even and crispy, crunchy all around, and every bit of cheese is ooey gooey and melted because of the even circulation.
I have 3 colors available. That's the aqua that we just pulled out. I have it in red, and I have it in black, as you can see over my shoulder right there. You're gonna get to do family-sized meals, and whether you're doing chicken tenders or whether you're doing fried mozzarella sticks or buffalo wings, whatever it is, anything in a bag.
Or
anything
2. This capacity holds 2 bags of frozen food.
By the way, shop here with us, we'll give you flex pay. What's flex pay? We divide the price up by the number in front. That's 5 payments of $15.99, which means you only have to come up with 1. We'll ship it out to you. Try it for 30 days. If you don't love it, send it back. We want you to love it. If you don't love it, then nobody's happy, right? You need to love it. Everybody loves this. It's a customer pick on hsn.com.
Absolutely.
Try it out. And I will tell you too, what's wonderful about air frying, now listen, I spent years learning how to cook and do all that stuff, okay? Because I was in the restaurant business for a million years. I know I tell you that all the time. But a lot of us out there are not that skilled when it comes to frying. We don't know temperatures and all that stuff. Do I use this oil, that oil? Anybody can do this. It's literally loading a basket, putting it in, and turning the crank. There's not even any digital stuff to deal with.
No, and that's what I want to show you.
It's just a thing. And by the way, it comes with a recipe book.
It does. It does. So you set your temperature with frozen food. I crank it all the way up to 400. And I love that it's a dial. I don't have to get out my glasses. I don't have to squint at the numbers and wonder what they say. I dial up my temperature. I have 2 full bags of curly fries in there. I've never owned a traditional fryer in my life. Scared of the oil. Don't want to deal with it. But I love fried food. And this has totally changed the quality of my food because I am able to do it.
Look what you did.
In an air fryer. So we did corn, roasted corn, and I didn't have to run the oven, and I didn't have to stand there and deal with them on the grill. And you know exactly where I'm going, which is why I love doing this with Guy. We're gonna slather them in a little butter, and then we are gonna dress them up as street corn. But look at how many ears of corn I am pulling out. What is different with this air fryer is capacity. But here's the thing I do want you to understand about an air fryer. You don't have to fill it up to use it. When you want 6 quarts, you've got 6 quarts. When you want to do 10 ears of corn, you can do 10 ears of corn. But if you're just feeding yourself one night, or if you're just doing 2 ears of corn, it works just as well with 2 as it does with 10. Don't forget the cheese. That's the best part,
dude,
okay?
Cheese, I'm just going to dump that whole thing of cheese.
Don't forget the cheese.
So, you know, you spice it up. This is what, a little cotija? Is that what you got in here? A little cotija cheese. We're going to throw some of that on there. And let me tell you something. If you've never had this at a fair, it's very easy to make, but it's very easy to burn on the barbecue. Do this inside of your little air fryer, and I am telling you, your friends and your guests are gonna be like, dude, when did you get all like cool, ethnic, incredible, skilled chef on me?
And you look so fancy, and it was so easy. Literally, all I did was pop corn into the air fryer and let the air circulate.
Look at that corn.
Here's my go-to at my house to feed hungry teenagers. I buy bulk chicken wings, and I put them in the air fryer. Now, why do I want them in the air fryer? Because here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with chicken wings. We had them for dinner last night. What's wrong is when you submerge them in oil. Why do you do it? To get them crispy, crunchy. But look at that wing.
Yeah.
That is as gorgeous as you would want it. And here's the best part. I'm gonna sauce these up. And then not only did I not submerge these in oil, right? I let the air do the crisping. Look at what I am able to drain off. This is the absolute sealer for me.
Oh yeah, here you go.
If I'd baked these in the oven, they would have baked in this. This would have soaked right back in. All that chicken grease, that's what cooks out from under the skin.
Look at that.
I don't want that. I don't need that. So not only am I not cooking in oil, I'm literally draining oil. Do not drink that.
No football season's
next week. Do not
week.
drink that. That's not good for you.
Well, you don't want me to drink the fat?
We're cooking off the fat. We're cooking it off.
Look at that. It's better off just smear it on yourself, because that's where it's gonna wind up. No, that's nasty. Nobody wants to eat that. You wanna have a nice dry wing. Wings have enough fat on them. I don't need to drink the fat that goes with it, and that's what you're doing if you're doing it the old-fashioned way.
But you're not giving up the crunch.
No.
I know why we eat fried food, because you want the crisp, you want the crunch, you want that brown goodness. Look at it. It's there. You will never, ever, ever miss the oil. In fact, I gotta tell you, I like air-fried food better, because fried food kind of leaves you with that, an hour after you eat it.
Let me tell you something. When I have, and now my Danny, when he's at college now, but when he was home and he was making food, I would watch what he was pulling out of the air fryer, and I would be like, dude, and he's like, he's good, he's really good at it now. Like, he knows exactly how to do it. And he's like, Dad, you want me to do that for you? Yeah, you gotta hook us up with some wings. And he does it.
He can do it.
And the food is delicious, and it's cooked perfectly. And he, you know, when we got it, he was only 17, and I'm like, this is a kid that never cooked before.
Right.
And yet he knows what he's doing. It's a great way to get started in the world. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Look at that skin.
Okay, so when you go to the restaurant and their baked potatoes are so amazing, and you're like, why are they so good here? Well, because a lot of times they put a quick fry on the outside to get the skin crunchy, so we did it with air. We put some sea salt on top. We are crispy and crunchy there.
If you like potato skins, this is the baked potato.
It does the best baked
with
potato
a potato
skins.
skin.
Right.
And it's amazing how many people don't eat the skin. You should eat the skin. That's where all the good stuff is.
That's what Mom always said.
It protects Mr. Potato when he's down in the ground. It's going to protect you. Eat the skin. That's where all the, if you eat the skin, you have more fiber in the potato, so it helps counteract the carbs. So that's why you need to eat the skin. So suck it up.
But you want your skin crunchy, you want it good, you don't need to deep fry it to do it. So fun college kid stories. My daughter just moved into her first apartment last weekend.
Yeah.
The only item she requested for the kitchen was the air fryer, because she knows if you have the air fryer, you can do absolutely everything. Okay, this pork loin is so heavy, it's gonna take 2 hands. I'm gonna move the meat, you move the pan. You ready?
All right, yeah. Hold on.
So when we're talking capacity, Oh, I love pork in the air fryer. If you want to utilize the 6-quart capacity to put all of the food in there, you've got it. So that you can do your pork loin right there in the air fryer.
Hello.
Look at the moisture. Again, we talk about how it seals in the juices, but yet makes it crispy, crunchy on the outside.
Wow.
This is absolutely beautiful. So whether I slice this into chops, whether I'm doing tenderloin, whether I'm doing a full loin, I can do my meats in there just like I can do anything else, but you're getting that crispy, crunchy. Put some potatoes alongside, put some shallots alongside. Your whole dinner gets done on your counter. And that's kind of the theme of both of these products we've been talking about. I like to cook dinner on the counter. You don't need to run the oven. You don't need to bend down and mess with the whole thing.
We don't even talk about how much money you're saving by not lighting up.
Exactly.
There's an oven behind me, trust me, over there. And that oven is expensive to run every day. You don't have to do that. By the way, I also have the cookbook available. If you would want to get this, this thing is great, and it's got lots of great recipes on how you can utilize your air fryer to make things you never even thought were possible. We're actually doing one of the recipes right now. We're doing the carne asada tacos. And we're doing that live right in front of you. So get the book to go along with it. I love this. It's only $25.20. You can put that on FlexPay as well.
All right, let me tell you about how
you put in there.
I'm overflowing the plate here. Sorry, we got a lot of capacity. Look, I'm a mess. Look at the crispy crunchy. This is amazing. So